Breaking news overnight, President Trump personally ordered the suspension of hundreds of millions of dollars in military aid to Ukraine just days before he encouraged their president to investigate his political rival, Joe Biden. This development is fueling new calls to open impeachment proceedings in the House.
Of course, all this as the president prepares to address the UN General Assembly here in New York today. Our chief White House correspondent, John Karl, is there with the latest. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Robin. As the president prepares to take the world stage here at the United Nations, this new development, breaking new developments in the Ukraine controversy, raising new questions about whether or not the president pressured a foreign leader to investigate a political rival. ABC News has confirmed reports that days before he talked to the president of Ukraine about investigating Joe Biden, President Trump himself ordered his chief of staff to withhold some $400 million in military aid to Ukraine. This revelation comes as pressure to begin impeachment hearings grows from previously reluctant Democrats.
I don't know how I live in a country, I help lead a country that allows a president of the United States to openly admit to this kind of corruption and get away with it.
And now 7 more House Democrats are joining the call to impeach, writing in an op-ed in the Washington Post that, quote, "These new allegations are a threat to all we have sworn to protect." The president still insists there was no quid pro quo.
I did not make a statement that you have to do this or I'm not going to give you aid. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
But earlier in the day, the president seemed to acknowledge he did consider withholding aid unless the investigation went forward.
We're supporting a country. We want to make sure that country is honest. Why would you give money to a country that you think is corrupt?
The president also suggested it wouldn't have been wrong if he did do it.
I think it would probably, possibly have been okay if I did, but I didn't. I didn't put any pressure on them whatsoever.
On the eve of his UN speech, the president dispatched Vice President Pence to Fox News to defend his actions.
He mentioned Vice President Biden and his son in the context of us wanting to see honest government.
And while there has been no evidence of any wrongdoing, Joe Biden's son Hunter did make tens of thousands of dollars a month working for a Ukrainian company while his father was vice president. Biden on Twitter is urging the president to release the transcript of his call with the Ukrainian president. Among the world leaders the president will meet with tomorrow here in New York is the president of Ukraine, President Zelensky, who has not yet talked about any of this, George. Meanwhile, I am told that there is serious consideration at the White House of going forward and releasing the transcript of the president's conversations with President Zelensky.
So they might release the transcript, but still holding the line on releasing that whistleblower complaint?
It sure seems I see absolutely no indication that they are going to budge at all on that. And of course, that is the demand from Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi.
Okay, John Karl, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.